Hey everybody, this is Rob Gauthier at ET Whisper. How you guys doing? I was going to drop this other Metatron video which answers a question that a lot of people want to know. Who and what is Metatron? Where does he exist? How does he exist? Is he an ET? Is he from Earth? A lot of people had confusion because I said I needed Earth energy. And I did want to touch on another topic really quickly before we get to the video. A lot of people were grieving the loss of Aridif and Treb. And even though I said on the last video that I am not and will not stop channeling Treb and Aridif, I think they misinterpreted. I'm going to just take a couple months of channeling just Metatron, but not really just Metatron. I'm going to be channeling Treb and Aridif on the Patreon Q&A and possibly the in-depth topic like Metatron took for this video. And this excerpt will come actually from the same exact video that we did for Patreon with Metatron, the crystal substance, and this was the last question of the night. Our friend William, who works with us over at Patreon, had never talked to Metatron in the 3 years he's helped us since the baby was very young. So this was his first time getting to ask some questions, and he was very curious about the nature of Metatron. So this was the answer for that. But please don't worry, guys. Treb and Aridif are not going anywhere. Like I told William, you can't be an ET Whisper without the ETs. So don't worry, they're not going anywhere. And we will be getting some galactic channelings here and there as time goes by. Right now I'm trying to catch up on the sessions. I was behind on scheduling due to the health issues that I had alluded to earlier, as well as my son having some health issues too. So don't worry, guys, everything's good. Treb and Aridif aren't going anywhere. I'm just taking a little break to get my own energy laser beamed, focused, and fixed where it needs to be. So enjoy this, guys, and I love you guys very much. Keep your eyes peeled for more channelings coming out on the ET Whisper. Love you guys, and we'll see you on the other side.
All right. Well, I think that covers it for crystals. I do want to take a moment, since this is the first time I'm speaking directly to you, and it seems that we're going to be co-creating together much more frequently. There are some questions here from the audience about the nature of your existence, what you might be perceived of physically. Are you a collection of beings? I know you've alluded to some of this, but if you could take a few moments by way of an introduction to yourself, because we're going to be doing this much more frequently in the coming months, I believe.
I am all things that exist to your perspective. I am a collective consciousness, yet I am a singular being. I exist within a body structure, but not a body. I exist in the highest matrix, but I do not exist to any beings except through their own understanding of my consciousness. Because our own consciousness works to hold reality together and create new things in the reality by taking cues of all of the things that are part of us. You could say that you are a small piece of me. I could say that in this moment I am a small piece of you, because your own consciousness holds the particles of creation that we have created on our level and layer. But even in this moment, I am only a small fractal, a small pebble, a small piece and part of what I truly am. And this is the confusion of the human mind that expresses a desire to understand. With extraterrestrial beings, it is very easy to see, although they may not be perceivable by you. They hold a dimensional form. They hold a physical structure. They may have a societal structure. And this is comforting to humans. But to something that feels omnipresent and omnipotent, it can be unnerving. But if the human mind were to wrap around what we are 1/13 of creation. We are one part of the pillars that hold the earth consciousness. We exist bound to earth, exist as a part beyond earth as well. The energy that we work with is only with earth, yet at the layer of consciousness we connect with those same beings who create Mars, and the same beings who create the solar systems, and the galaxies and the universe. And then 13 become trillions of beings, all creating the universe together. and doing so from what we are instructed with the pieces that are smaller inside of us. When I create, I am literally creating. When I am speaking, I am creating, and I am creating shifts in your wind patterns. I am shifting the waves in the sea, but I am doing that from what the sea has told me, and what the wind has told me, and what each and every one of you has told me, not through your lips, not through your words, not through your action, but from the purest part of your consciousness, your soul aspects of yours. It is nearly impossible to define me, and this is why we are given labels as archangels or the Metatron. It is all a simple part of our own larger existence and smaller existence being omnipresent within each of you and all of you within us. Although this is not satisfactory to many of you, it is the only way that we can share with you what we are in some form tangible to the human mind.
Yes, I somewhat understand. I understand human beings want to ascribe labels to you. For instance, in Christianity, you have been ascribed with certain qualities. The next question, which I can almost hear from the audience then, would be, how could you give us an exercise or a method that each of us could individually connect to your entity to find out what you would mean to us on an individual level?
Yes, because all consciousness has their connection to myself and to Michael and to Samael and to Raphael, and all of these beautiful names humans have comprised for the energies and archetypes of consciousness that we are. With my own consciousness, it is simple. Humans understand my energy through the threads of reality around you, and through the shapings of those threads of reality. Visualize the sacred geometries. Visualize the Metatron cube. Visualize your own Merkaba. Visualize any form of geometry that feels empowering and connecting to you. And that is where I exist, and that is where we will connect. And to be fair, in your remembrance, you may never have connected to my energy before, but in my perspective, our energies all have been connected throughout time.